Alright, welcome back to another video. Today I want to touch on PCV, positive crankcase ventilation. Took me a bit of research looking around the internet and YouTube to find out the right way to do this. Leave a comment if you think I'm not right, that's fine. It's always good to learn. So first thing I'll go over is a brake booster. So vacuum for the brake booster off here, going through to the other side of the intake manifold, just behind the carby on run number 8. Now, I was concerned that would make that cylinder lean, but that's not the case. All it's getting signal for the brake booster is a positive vacuum for the manifold, and it stays there, locks off. As long as your brake booster's not leaking, you're going to be fine. The second thing is PCV valve. I got this one off Summit Racing, just a cheapie. I don't know how it's going to go yet, but I've got that going directly into the back of my base plate on the back of the carb. So behind the mechanical secondaries is where that goes. That way you're not messing with your primaries. And you can tune your secondaries to whatever that lean condition might be with all that air pulling into the carburetor and the engine. Other side we have a nice breather. So basically vacuum here, through crankcase, up into the base of your carby. That's going to give you a decent vacuum for your crankcase ventilation. If you wanted to, you could add a catch can between there and there, route it to the side of the car somewhere, mount it somewhere here. Some guys worry about the fumes building up and giving you tarnished inside your manifold and everything. Could be the case, but we'll see how this goes, just plain and simple. Alright, I'm going to refer to the old trusty factory service manual, and we're going to look at what we can see in the PCV valve area, whatever that may be. So I think, yeah, emission control systems. It's chapter 25, let's go straight over there. You can see a detailed version of that PCV that I've got on mine. It's a one-way valve as well, so it's only goes in one direction, which is out that way. And you can see where it enters the carburetor over here as well. Down to the crankcase that side. I'm going to find that other diagram. They're pretty complex, these factory systems with the emission controls back then. But you can see that we're pulling air from here through and back into the base of the carb. Sorry there. Very detailed, these things, but you don't want all that junk on your motor really these days. Okay, now if you can see that little T there I've added to the brake booster line with a cap on it, I can rip that cap off anytime I want and attach my vacuum gauge. Yeah, it looks easy, but it's not. Okay, let's get that off. Alright, got that off. Now, for tuning, especially on these Hollies with the 4-corner idle adjustments, you need a vacuum gauge hooked up. So I've got my cheapy Toledo one here, which just does a great job. Shows me inches of mercury this way vacuum. So I can plug that straight onto that when the engine's running, get my vacuum readings. I can even run a hose into the car while I'm driving to watch the vacuum. While I'm driving down the road, getting that fine tuning once everything's running, getting all the jets right and everything. So I thought that was a cool little piece of kit to put in, easy to attach and reattach, and you can block it off with a little cap on there. Happy days.